The void was a cold, dark place, a place I knew far too well. I was raised here to be one of the Watchers, a group of sick, twisted gods who did nothing but trick mortals into playing their death games for fun. Sure, we always came back in the end, but that didn't make it any less screwed up. I looked around to see if I could see any of the Watchers. I couldn't, as usual. I figured this was just another messed up dream they put me in, until I heard Scott's voice. "Grian, do you know what this place is?" He sounded worried, but kept together, like he was trying to hide the fact that he was petrified. "This is the Watcher's Void." I looked over at him walking towards me. This was where I escaped from into the games. I never regret the deal I made that day. The Watchers had made me a deal that day. A deal that if I won the games, I could be free from them. I should have guessed that the trickster gods had a trick hidden in the contract written in cursed ink that I couldn't even tell was there. I'd cursed their names ever since. "Hello?" I heard Pearl call out. I looked over and saw her in her old blood-red hooded cloak. She looked more confused than worried. Pearl never looked worried. That was what's terrifying about her. Well, that and the homicidal tendencies. Wait, I could see her now. That meant my Watcher's vision was coming back. Maybe most of the lavender light was just a haze of the Watcher's vision I was granted when I was a child. Then I heard it, a laugh I recognized all too well. It was Sol, the head of the Watchers Council. Sol appeared in front of me. He was taller than most of the Watchers by almost 2 feet, which made him almost 9 feet tall. Like the other Watchers, he was covered head to toe in a long, purple hooded cloak that had intricate designs in a long-forgotten language that I was taught some as a child. Yet, now I couldn't remember most of what I learned. "Zakula, it's been a while since we've talked." His deep voice was one I hoped to never hear again. "You know that's not my name," I said through gritted teeth. He scoffed. "That's the name we gave you, so that's the name we'll call you by. Besides, I think it's better than that name you're going by now. What is it? Grain?" "It's Grian. You know that. The Watchers always tried to deny that I changed my name after I left, due to the fact the only reason I changed it was because of them. After I left, I wanted all the influence of them on my life gone. While I knew it would probably never be gone completely, I figured the name change was a good start. Also, one of their spies was looking for me, so I had to give them a false name. That spy was not my friend, so I won in the end. "Anyways, I've come to ask you a favor," he said. "God, the audacity of these, well, gods. That's rich coming from you, Sol. Why the hell would I lend you a favor? Because if you don't, I'm sure one of your friends will." I could hear the crooked smile in his voice. That was another thing about the Watchers. They always had a way to trick you into doing what they wanted. They never got in a situation where losing was an option for them. There was never the "you wouldn't dare" speech with them, because they 100% would dare every time. "They won't help you after all me and Martin have told them about you," I said. Sol laughed again. "I'm sure you're wrong about at least one of them. Let's gauge and take a bet, shall we? Now you and Mars won't. That's a given. Your little boyfriend Earth won't for obvious reasons. Star and Mercury are too stubborn to help us. That just leaves one. Moon." "Pearl wouldn't help you," I yelled. Sol hummed a noise. "I wouldn't be so sure about that. I think you and I both know how easily she gives up her loyalty given the right offer of chaos." "What are you talking about? She stuck with me and Jem during the last games." "Yes, but that's because she still got the chaos she desired, but it wasn't enough to win again. You each have a quality that if you discard, you will have the power we need to achieve this goal. Discarding it was the reason you won, which is why we only pulled the winners here. You all know how to discard it. You just need a little push from us." "What?" I was even more confused. Sol chuckled. "Here, I'll explain it so that you can understand it easier. Don't say I never do anything for you. Anyways, I'll give you an easy example. Mars, or Martin as you call him, he had to give up his undying loyalty to win in the end. We tried to tell him that in last life, but he didn't listen to limited life, as you know." I thought for a few moments, trying to find any way he was wrong. Like usual, he unfortunately wasn't. Martin did betray his one ally first before the person he had no ties to. My thoughts were cut off by another Watcher appearing next to Sol. Sol looked over at them. I couldn't really tell which one they were until they spoke. "Lord, the wild card has agreed to the job." It was Lunar. "Well, then I suppose I don't need you anymore. You'll be transported soon." "Good day to you," Sol said, turning to leave. "Wait!" I yelled. Sol turned around. I needed to ask the question that the conversation brought up. "What did I have to give up?" Sol let out a low laugh, then in a smug tone said, "You'll just have to figure that out yourself." Grian, then disappeared.